werden fein unterschätzt, werden Kampf immer verlieren. Those who underestimate the enemy shall always lose in battle. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
In this life, everyone looks for a safe place, a place away from everything, where you can relax, have peace, tranquility, and just a little bit of slice of heaven right here on earth. Well, we found that place for you. And that place is the John Sandy. Yes, the John Sandy at Blaze St. Andrews. A 3-bedroom, perfectly available in the perfect place for short-term rentals. If you want to get away from it all, leave your worries behind, leave your troubles behind, all your cares, then that place is the John Sandy. Come on over, reclaim your life, get peace and tranquility never ever experienced, but only at the John Sandy in the scenic, lush, and tranquil Blaze St. Andrews on the beautiful island of Grenada.
Now by now, I'm sure that you all realize that everyone is hailing Peter David's party's launch as a success. That's excellent. And the mass of people are applauding his efforts. Now, if all the people that were there, and I'm sure they came to listen to what he had to say, if that translates into real, tangible support, then Peter David has a very good chance. Now, I know the usual suspects are saying, don't worry about a Peter David party. But I want you to understand, there was no Peter David party. Everybody was saying that he wouldn't form a party. He couldn't do it. No, he has a political party. Guess what? He's entitled, like every political party, to all the entitlements of political parties. So, for the naysayers who said he couldn't do it, he did it. So I want you to understand the incremental steps that are being achieved in his direction. So go ahead. Take him for granted. Diminish his ability to achieve things. Let's see how far that gets. Now, of course, I would have liked to see him brand his party as a center party, because in truth and in fact, he has proven that he's able to work with center-left parties and center-right parties. So, if he had branded his party as a center party, which indeed and in fact, he has that ability, he has shown that ability to be center, then guess what? He might have a more broad-based appeal. But it seems that he has also branded his party as a center-left party. So, for those who are saying, the NDC have nothing to worry about. He's going to destroy the NNP. So I just saw some of the most nonsensical analysis and a bunch of hogwash being spewed and right along this evening by Peter Wickham and Kem Jones. But as I always say, I know Kem Jones is not a political strategist for the NDC. I understand he has his role. Okay? I understand. And hopefully, behind the scenes, in the upper echelons of the party, they are real, hardcore political strategists. But as usual, and I have said this before, on Ride Along to Kem Jones and to Junior, that they should not take a Peter Davis party for granted. And yet still, now that he actually has an infrastructure in place, now he actually has a party. They're still taking it for granted. Wow, way to go. And you have Peter Wickham come on the show. And I know Peter Wickham is being egged along in a certain direction based on the questions Junior is asking. But at least I would expect, with a little bit of experience that Peter Wickham has, that he will show some sense of independence. Or if he's going to give a reason why he believes that Peter is going to hurt the NNP party more than the NDC, at least give some serious rationale behind his reasoning. Now tell me if this is a wise approach. A new party comes on the scene, okay? And the two existing parties should be complacent. Now that is a wise approach, right? Is that what you guys are saying? Again, let me explain this. Peter has branded his party as a center-left party. NDC is a center-left party. So, who do you think Peter is going to appeal to more? A center-left party or a center-right party? It's quite obvious that the spat, that the political war has been resolved and came to blows. So, this has been settled on the battlefield already. Okay, the damage has been done. Whatever damage had to be done to NNP has been done. And of course, I know Peter's not going to be complacent. Of course, he's going to try to claw something away from the NNP. But the question is, how effective is that going to be? Let's just take a look at the people who attended the function. Okay, you know and I know there were more NDC leaning, NDC people who are loyal to the NDC that actually took the invitation and at least went to listen to what Peter David had to say. Now tell me, besides the people he left with from the NNP, how much fresh NNP people was at the function listening to what he had to say or took an invitation to come and listen to what he had to say? That's an interesting question. I saw some very interesting people from the NDC who actually attended the function. So this probably says to me that there are possibly a lot of disgruntled people who at least wanted to give him a chance to listen to what he had to say. Again, how much NNP existing or former NNP people, other than the ones he took with him, was at the function. So go ahead. Take Peter for granted. That works for that works well for him. If I was him, I'd be happy. So go ahead. Keep saying, oh, the industry has nothing to worry about. Right now, if I was Peter David, I'll come on the battlefield, political battlefield, swinging like crazy. And if you're a newcomer in anything, okay? I mean, this is a newcomer in the sense that he have a structured party that he can call his own. If you're a newcomer and you're going after prize fighters, man, you come in swinging as hell. Okay? And you fire for effect. And I'm sure, politically I'm talking about now, let's be clear. You fire for effect to see what sticks. And when you find something that sticks, you go all in. Okay? So for all of you, oh, don't worry about Peter David. Oh, the industry have nothing to worry about. Oh, it's actually NNP. You must be out of your freaking minds, people. You must be out of your minds. Bottom line is this. It goes back to what I said from the inception. Tell me if you believe that it is a wise approach that a new party comes on board, okay? And that you should be complacent and say, oh, it's not going to affect me. Oh, I got this. Don't worry about it. You think that's a wise approach? You think that you should be complacent? Man, as I would always tell you guys, you better have a backup plan. Because I guarantee you, Peter David and the DPM is coming for everyone's food. So I hope no one gets caught with their pants down, as we would say.